All right. Hello again. The time is now 8:22 on May 27, 2025, and I'd like to call this special meeting of the Urbana City Council to order. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Councilmember Wu,
Here.
Councilmember Evans,
Here.
Councilmember Hersey,
Here.
Councilmember Colasetti,
Here.
Councilmember Bishop,
Here.
Councilmember Wilkin,
Here.
Councilmember Quisenberry,
Here.
Mayor Williams.
Here. All right, and due to illness, Councilmember Wu recited her oath of office earlier this afternoon with the city clerk, so we hope you feel better. The next item of business is approval of minutes of the previous meeting, which there were none, hence why we are here now. All right, next item is addition to the agenda. Are there any additions? All right, seeing as though there are none. The next item of business is presentation and public input. We will take our presentations first. So our first presentation is Summer Camp for Urbana Youth with Dream and the Urbana Police Department. Please come up front and introduce yourselves.
All right. Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Council. One of the things that I wanted to implement upon being hired here is community relations, starting from age 5 to senior citizens. So we're on the track of doing just that. One of the things I did when I was in Virginia before coming here is looking at some of the leaders in the city, particularly with our youth. And the gentleman to my right was highlighted on LinkedIn almost monthly. And he and I engaged in conversation, and we put together something for Urbana youth. And I'll let him take it from here.
Evening. It's a pleasure to be back in front of you. I want to open by saying Dream is coming back to Urbana. We were here prior to the pandemic, and we were doing programming at CU Church, Weber Street Church. And so, you know, the pandemic shut down many things, so it shut down our Urbana program. But in partnership with the police department and many other partners in the community here in Urbana, we are ready to come back and do some great work to support our boys, by mentoring them, loving on them, helping them with school, and just helping them with life. So I have a quick—
Could you talk more into the mic so that everyone can hear you?
Okay, I'm sorry. So we do have a PowerPoint to share with you with information about the program. So the mission of the program is really to create a safe and positive space for male youth of Urbana. We're going to really stress conflict resolution as one of our core components of the program. We also will do many activities that is going to increase life skills, increase engagement, and also increase wellness and health. And we plan to empower our youth so that they definitely succeed and thrive in the Urbana community. So this is a collaboration, as I said, with the police department and other partners, and I'll get to those later. But we really want to go into this, this program working together for a common goal, and that is to engage Urbana City youth to strengthen positive relationships and outcomes. So we really want to foster those positive, collaborative, helpful relationships with our young people, educate Urbana youth and citizens about conflict resolution, as we think about violence prevention and other ways to increase wellness in our community. Teaching conflict resolution is something that we need to do in the community, in the church, and also in the school building. So we want to make that a part of our program. And just do a lot of other engagement activities with students at the program, in the community, and hopefully be able to travel and expose them to other opportunities across the state and maybe across the nation. They may have a chance to go to Malawi, Africa with us one day. So it's a pilot program. And so although DREAM is coming back and although DREAM is serving well over 400 youth in our community, we realize that we do not have a home or solid relationships in Urbana. And so we really want to approach this as a pilot program where we're learning and growing through the process. And the goal is to pilot this program with boys entering 6th grade. So we're going to start to identify 5th graders this semester, well, the end of this semester, and transition into a summer program. And the summer program will all be about relationship building. We want to get to know them. We want them to get to know us. We want to have fun with them. And we also want them to have a sense of belonging to the program. So we will identify 5th graders who are transitioning to 6th grade, looking at 10 to 20 kids to begin the pilot this June. And again, we plan to transition to after school because we want to continue to support them in their development and growth. So we have a list of activities, conflict resolution, as I mentioned before, life skills, everything from financial literacy to how to work on a car. We're going to do all of that, all hands-on activities. We're also going to stress physical and mental health awareness. So we'll work with the police department and other agencies to teach mental health support. And also, we're going to incorporate physical education into our program so that we're teaching them about physical health as well. Team-based activities and educational supports. So we plan to visit them at their school and also to visit them in their home so that we can provide the support that they need. The next couple slides are ideas or plans for how we will engage the youth in conflict resolution training. So we'll use role-playing and scenarios, we'll use movies and other games so that it is engaging and they're learning from it and also they're enjoying it as well. So the program staff, the program staff would include program staff from DREAM and also officers who are involved in the community services or critical intervention team, and also local volunteers. So we'll have a site coordinator hired through DREAM, achievement coaches, those are the people who do the day-to-day activities with our students, and we also plan to hire high school students from Urbana to be a part of the program as well. And then from the police department, we will have policemen, a social worker, and other program and service providers who will come alongside us to run the program each and every day. And we also want to have volunteers to be a part of this. So we'll create some opportunities for volunteers and make sure those are marketed in the community so that we can really show that this is a community-focused program with many players committed to the outcomes of our young people. And the program partners, so since we submitted this PowerPoint, we have gained the support of the Urbana Park District, so they will be one of our partners as well. They are gearing up to support us in the summer with the Urbana van and coming to our location and doing some activities. So the lead partner would be DREAM. The other partners, the Urbana Police Department, CU Church, Bradley Learning Center, and Hoist. All of us will be working together to pilot, implement, and also evaluate. You know, we want to make sure we're collecting data to see if the program is effective and how can we tweak the program to improve and strengthen it. The next couple slides will cover the roles of DREAM and also the roles of the Urbana Police Department. As I mentioned before, we will cover staffing. We will help to recruit volunteers, definitely be engaged in leading program implementation. DREAM has several initiatives to support families and parents. So the parents who are here in Urbana can be a part of those initiatives. It's called the DREAM Parent School, and we're teaching them parenting skills and also their own self-care and also their own mental health. Community engagement, program evaluation, and also school collaboration. And the police department will provide staff for the program. So we will have policemen there with our staff working together. In other types of volunteer service hours, they will help teach the life skills, help teach the conflict resolution, and many other ways they will support the program with the hands-on and engagement activities. So that is the program in a nutshell. I also want to say congratulations for your appointments to the City Council. At the swearing in at the Lincoln Square Mall, we brought our small dreamers out to see that, and the memories of their faces, how it was like lighting up and just taking all of that in, will stay with us forever. So we appreciate the support, and again, congratulations and thank you for your time.
All right. I have a question, if I can just ask. The initial pilot program being 10 to 20 kids, what's the selection process of those students?
We are working with some individuals at the school district to identify boys. We are prioritizing boys who may have had struggles in 5th grade, so that we can do a wraparound program or model with them to help support them in their 6th grade year. So we anticipate that we will definitely have boys who need us the most in the pilot, but it'll be open to any 5th grader that may be eligible and interested in the pilot.
And considering that this is, I'm sorry, Sharice, I was just going to say, considering that this is a summer program, is there a plan or desire to, partner with or reach out to the CU one-to-one, mentors comes to mind, right? Because while very effective, I was a mentor, my wife's a mentor, very effective. I know my mentee, right? I'm just picturing him. It's only during that school year, right? So is that something that you guys are considering, willing to do? Is that even an option? And if not, how can we make it an option?
Yeah, absolutely. I think having CU one-to-one mentoring involved provides that school-based support that they will need. And so we will love to partner with them, and I can reach out to them and have that conversation. Or you can connect us, Mayor Williams.
We can make it happen either way.
All right,
So
cool.
thank you.
Thank you. Yes,
Sharice.
ma'am.
The question I have is, this is mainly for our male students.
Yes, ma'am.
During year-round, I know this is a summer thing that you're talking about now, but we're going into the school year as well?
This will be a 12-month program. Our goal is to engage, support, and build relationships with them. So we plan to be a part of the summer, after school, and also do activities during the breaks as well.
Regarding volunteers, can it be male and or female? Or
Yep.
male and female
Yes,
volunteers?
ma'am. Yes.
Okay,
And in any age as well.
okay, in any age. I just wanted to make sure that, I was thinking, because I think about another mentoring program, I know that it's mostly black males that do the mentoring. Actually, it's all black males that do the mentoring, and it's a great program. But I wanted to know if in fact others would be able to also mentor these youth that you're going to
Absolutely.
be working. Okay.
Absolutely. We want to demonstrate a village, and so in that village, they will see people who look like them, people who don't, young, old, teenagers. So that's what we're trying to create with this program.
Are there any additional questions? Any other? No? No? All right.
Cool.
Thank you,
All
gentlemen.
right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
And also, could I get a copy of your PowerPoint when you have opportunity?
That's all right. All right, next we will have the mayoral proclamation, and that's my cue. Come on out. Now remember to face the audience this time too, so. How you doing? Marcus. Sean, we've met before. Yes, all right. Whereas historic preservation is a powerful tool for providing diverse housing options, revitalizing neighborhoods, fostering community pride, and maintaining the unique character of a place, all while enhancing quality of life and promoting sustainability. And whereas the city of Urbana has adopted a historic preservation plan and currently recognizes 20 local historic landmarks and 3 local historic districts. And whereas historic preservation is relevant to communities across the nation, urban and rural alike, and benefits people of all ages, backgrounds, and walks of life. And whereas it is important to celebrate the role of history in our lives and to acknowledge the efforts of dedicated individuals and organizations who work to preserve the tangible heritage and shapes us as a community. And whereas the city of Urbana continues to support historic preservation by encouraging both the conversation and adaptive reuse of historic structures for multifamily and commercial purposes. And whereas the Historic Preservation Commission celebrates the long-awaited renovations of the former Urbana Lincoln Hotel, designated both a local historic landmark and a National Registered property, into the Hotel Royer, a Hilton Tapestry boutique hotel that will contribute to the vitality of downtown Urbana. And whereas the preservation and conservation, man, I am so sorry, y'all. The Preservation and Conservation Association, PACA, marked the 120th anniversary of Joseph Royer Home, located in the Joseph Royer Local Historic District, with an open house and public reading from Fairy Book by Adelaide Royer, celebrating its own 100th anniversary of publication. And whereas the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign's Department of Landscape Architecture and the Champaign County History Museum are honoring mid-century modern design with their exhibit Making Place for Arts at Home, performance, and mid-century modern architecture at the Krannert Art Museum, as well as a special guided tour for 4 mid-century modern homes on May 31st, 2025, in observance of National Preservation Month. Now, therefore, I, Deshaun Williams, Mayor of the City of Urbana, Illinois, do hereby proclaim the month of May 2025 as National Preservation Month. Thank you.
I'd like to accept this proclamation on behalf of members of PACA, Phyllis Winters-Williams and Susan Apple, and also for Joseph Pryor for the Hotel Royer, and for Dr. Kate Holliday and Adeline Evans from the UIUC Landscape Architecture Department. It's a pleasure to work with great partners like that. Thank you.
Thank you. Go. All right, that's what happens when I lose my glasses. All right. Let me see. All right, now we will move on to public input. If there's any member of the public who'd like to speak, please approach the mic. All right, seeing as though there aren't anyone here, is there anyone, any written public input that's been asked to read into the public? No? All right. Now we will move on to council input. Does anyone have anything to share or? No council input. I will make a comment just to remind people, folks out there, that the Imagine Urbana Open House Town Hall will be tomorrow, May 28th, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here in council chambers. So please, please, please come if you've had any questions whatsoever about the plan. That is going to be the time to come speak up, allow your voice to be heard, and I'll be here We'll have a great conversation around it. So tomorrow in council chambers, May 28th, 6 to 8 p.m. All right. Is there anyone else? Grace.
If I may just ask a procedural question on that, if that would be televised, that listening session tomorrow?
So it will not be televised because it is not a meeting of a meeting body. However, I did issue a notice that a majority of a quorum may be in attendance because, of course, we are all invited. And if you happen to attend, you are welcome to and have conversations. Just as a reminder that no more than 2 electeds should have conversations about city business outside of open meetings. But no, the meeting will not be televised. I do understand from the press release submitted by Andrea Rudy, though, that feedback will be gathered from that, and a final report on feedback provided at that listening session will later then be presented to council at a future meeting.
I do have a quick question. I guess kind of piggybacking on that. Is it possible to do Facebook Live? I don't know if I'm getting into the weeds, and I'm sorry if so, but just ask.
I'm unsure about the viability of Facebook Live because, to my knowledge, that is not a feature that we have previously utilized from city social media. However, I can follow up with UPTV. It is a bit short notice, but to inquire if we are capable of recording it or providing some level of televising, because I do know that we do stream on YouTube all of our meetings as well, in addition to on cable, so I can follow up on that.
Okay, all right. Any additional questions? All right, Jaya?
Well, it's not related to that. Okay. As we come to the end of May, I just wanted to quickly acknowledge that this month is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and certainly for myself, very proud to be one of the Asian American council members representing the city of Urbana.
Thank you. All right. There's no additional input. Now we will move on to unfinished business. We have ordinance number 2025-04-012, an ordinance amending Urbana City Code, Chapter 14, Section 14-7, regarding the schedule of fees. This item was presented last month and has been placed on file for public inspection for the last 30 days. Elizabeth, do you have a presentation?
No, we did that 30 days ago when we
30,
placed it on file, so I don't think anything else is necessary. We have not received any additional input.
Awesome. All right. Can I get a motion to approve? Oh, I'm sorry, James.
I'll make a motion.
No.
I move ordinance number 2025-04-012, an ordinance amending Urbana City Code, Chapter 14, Section 14-7, regarding the schedule of fees.
That's a motion made by James. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second.
All right. I'll give it to Chandra. Motion made by James, seconded by Chandra. Is there any additional discussion? All right, seeing none, clerk, will you please call the roll?
Councilmember Wu?
Yes.
Councilmember Evans?
Yes.
Councilmember Hersey?
Yes.
Councilmember Colasetti?
Yes.
Councilmember Bishop?
Yes.
Councilmember Wilkin?
Yes.
Councilmember Quisenberry?
Yes.
All right. That motion passes. All right, now moving on to reports of officers. Are there any reports? No? All right. And with no further business before this body, this meeting is adjourned. This meeting will be immediately followed by our rescheduled Committee of the Whole meeting chaired by Councilmember Wilkins. Thank you.